news. Breaking news. I'll be lying will not be testifying. That's right. Everybody loves this conspiracy theorist. I'll be sure. Yep. Y'all look up to this deadbeat father who didn't take care of his son at all. Diddy raised him. He did the job you were supposed to do. And now here you are trying to come in and create a stereotypical garbage. You're mad at Sean Diddy Combs over your decisions in your life. This man is the reason that you're even relevant. He let you be around your son that he raised, did not try to take your position away as a father, even though you weren't even around. When Quincy was growing up confused, knowing everybody's like, you look just like your dad, and he was always wondering, where is my dad? Why doesn't he call me on my birthdays? Why doesn't he even know what my birthday is? Why he doesn't want to see me? What were you doing all those years? You wasn't making music? What was I'll Be Sure doing? That's a very good question, y'all. Because see, the Diddy man was right there. Taking care of your responsibilities, boy. See, this is why we always say, be careful what you ask for. Because you could get it. And it just might not be what you want. Now, in case you guys are alien to this situation, I'll be sure, since he came out of his medical situation, everybody was praying for I'll Be Sure as he fell medically ill and almost died in the hospital. All this conspiracy theory he started running with. Oh, he did want to. That Sean Diddy Combs tried to take him out because he was so close with Kim Porter that she was writing a book. And in that book, it was going to expose him. And she had these notes, and she told me that, she was afraid. Me and her talked all the time. That was my ex-wife, and that was my wife, and we were married. No, the world didn't know. And dude, you cheated on her and had another baby on her. That's why she left you. And then you left your son, Quincy. He still forgave you. When he wrote that letter in 2009. Now here's the news. Oh, Mr. Al B, short for I Be Lying, I'll Be Unsure, has been changing his stories up. Now he's trying to legally protect himself with all of this nonsense about what happened to him, why he had a liver disorder, and all of these different things, and his organs was failing him, and he made a miracle comeback, and all of these things. But he knows that had nothing to do with Sean Diddy Combs, but he's playing the narrative. Oh, he tried to take me out. This man has done nothing but help you. This man had you at an event Well, you was on the front lawn of the White House. He lets you come to everything so you could be a part of the family. He had you as part of the family. And you crossed him for some goddamn money. That just shows what a scumbag you really are. How could you clash with the man that raised your boy to become a man and become his own man? Something you never did. And now he's doing music, producing, he's acting, and you're sitting there and Diddy's allowing you to come there and act like this is because of you. You're at his movie premieres taking credit while Diddy's producing these films and putting them out. You're sitting there taking credit, coming around Quincy, sticking your beak into stuff. Because that's what guys like you do. You want credit for things you don't do. You're just like all these other guys that want so much credit for all of the things that's going on in the world, but they don't do any of the goddamn work. They don't want to do the work. They want something for nothing. That's what's wrong. All these people want something for nothing. And you want to take from a person that went and got it on their own. And now you see him as a meal ticket in a frivolous case like all these other people there. And now y'all want to make up these lies. I don't want any money from him. Yes, you do. You want money, period. You want to sell a memoir, a book. And 50 fell for the smoke. 50 fell for this garbage. But I think now he understands that, oh, this dude ain't got nothing. Because Netflix put 50 Cent's Diddy documentary on hold. Because I'll Be Sure was supposed to be on the Diddy documentary. I mean, the 50 Cent's Diddy documentary. The Diddy Do It. But Netflix put it on hold because Diddy's been suing people for going up there putting salacious rumors out that's not true. So they was kind of waiting to see how the trial goes. But as we've seen, I'll Be Sure has been talking as if he struck a deal with 50 Cent to be on this documentary, to tell this side of the story. Then he said he was subpoenaed to come in. Everybody who gets subpoenaed don't mean that they testify. It means that they subpoenaed you because you said you had some information, so come on to court. And once you come to court, then, you know, we can negotiate or talk about what you have and what you don't have. So, Mr. I'll Be Sure, I don't think they're calling him to the stand because I just got word that he will not be called to the stand. Well, we'll see what happens, but I have a very strong notion that I'll Be Sure will not be called to the stand because his information, rumors around hearsay, there's no evidence of proof to back up anything that he's actually said. And that's the problem with him, is because of these facts that he don't have. You see, when someone don't have the facts, this seems to be the route they take. They go down the wrong road and can't no one reach them. So well, the government believes that you keep talking about Kim Porter's death and Diddy alleged involvement, while other people believe that all his claims are genuine. He has made numerous claims about Kim Porter's death, including that she was not killed by pneumonia and that Diddy was involved. And all of these claims have been met with both support and criticism, with some questioning his credibility and some people defending it, saying he had a right to speak his truth. But that's because social media is so much like conspiracy whores, and that they gotta have a conspiracy. It's got to be a conspiracy, or they won't even believe it. Right. Al B. Sure has made several allegations, including that Kim Porter's death was not natural and that Diddy was involved in her death and his own near-death experience. Right. He's also claimed that she was writing that book and it's about a diary and that she was warning him to stay away and watch out for Diddy. Now, Kimberly Simmons, who was her best friend, Kim was also her friend. Kim Porter had a best friend named Kim. Her name was Kimberly Simmons. And she said that, well, it's not Kimberly Simmons. It was like Kamora. Kamora Lee Simmons. That was Russ' wife. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he's lying. Because one, she did not write a book. And that's what they were saying. She did not write a book. She did not write a diary of any of this. And they said, and Maura Lee Simmons, who's her best friend, said these are false claims and this is harming the family. So Al B. Sure, who was invited to come in and be part of the family, why would he be doing this? What would be the point of him doing this?
The only thing that matters, really matters, is us.
Mm-hmm. So with all the nonsense that was going on in the world, right? All social media, like some of you people there who love conspiracy theory. Oh, I'll be sure it's telling the truth. Have you listened to his interviews and what he's trying to say? He's trying to talk around it. He has no evidence, no proof, no nothing about anything. The LAPD found no evidence of foul play in Kim Porter's death. They stated that she died from pneumonia. I'll be sure has questioned all of these findings and believe there's foul play involved based off what? I'll be sure, besides the hearsay. So if you're the government, why would you put I'll be sure on the stand? He has no evidence. He's going off conspiracy theory and he has nothing to back it up factually. No text message, no dialogue, nothing. He's like, I'm ready to testify in the Diddy case. To what? You just want to take the stand so you can write it in your book. You take the stand and said all these different things. Now, I'll be sure has spoken out about his own health struggles, and he said about him being put into a medical induced coma. And a lot of people are thinking about, oh, his mental health. And he keeps making all these claims about Kim Porter. But you wasn't making any of these claims when she was with them for years and they was allowing your broke ass to come everywhere on Diddy's expense. You had no problem with Diddy paying for everything. You had no problem with Diddy coming in. He was letting you be a man, and still like keep your pride. He never tried to be and remove Quincy and give him his name, and he wanted you to still be the dad. He allowed you to come in and say, "Oh, you the father." Now shouts out, "You got a home to come back, come over here. You're biological. I got you. You got me, bro. I make more money than you. How the hell you talking about you got me? You broke." Quincy make more money than I'll be sure. And that's all because of Diddy. But now you want to come out lying and thinking that's going to gain his trust? You lying about his mother that's deceased, like you loved her so much and this was your angel. You left her. You cheated on her. And you left her. You ain't take care of her. You ain't make sure she was good. You came around when the money was low. Diddy was paying for everything. You didn't went on vacations with them. They allowed you to go. If there was a premiere or an event, they allowed Al to be a part of the family. Blended family. Telling you, man, this thing is so twisted. And all of these people that's out here raving and jumping up and down for I'll be sure. Like, I'll be sure he's the truth. Wait till Al take the stand. He hope he gets called to the stand. I hope the government do call him on the stand. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the information I just got is 100% wrong. And that they call I'll be sure to the goddamn stand. I will stand and applaud. Because that is the theatrical moment I want for a mistrial. That's a mistrial right there. And if that judge allows I'll be sure to go up there and spew all this mistrust and all this BS, that's what's going to fail the system. That's where the system has failed. Right there at that moment in time when that happens. It ain't hard. None of it's hard. It's real easy to see. When somebody ain't living right, when somebody ain't doing the right things, it's easy to tell, it's easy to see. Now here's the news. I'll be sure going to be in a situation where he's going to be real liable and he going to have to back all that crap up that he's trying to sell. Talking about he finna write this memoir and put it out. Okay, well, cool. You put it out. Then you're going to see the other side of Diddy. Because one, you hurting the kids, his kids. Why would you want to hurt his kids when your kid was raised by him and his kids all together as brothers and sisters? And they accepted him as their own brother and sister. Because it was Kim. Kim is the mom. So why would you hurt Kim's children? Kim would want you to do this? You're lying on her death. You're lying. Also, you can get some money. They put a battery in your back and they wind you up, and now here you are grubbing for money. It's a disgrace. This is what I mean by disgrace of a man. When you disgrace of a man or a human being, you know, this is what we talk about. You know, this is the angle we speak on. And did you know in this so-called book you claim she wrote, that they claim, oh, Kim wrote this book, which isn't true. It's a whole falsified book made up. Remember that guy who said he had all the book? Why you think he ain't been on trial? They might call him in to verify what? He has no legitimate proof of anything, talking about he got a flash drive with a book from Kim Porter. And then the words in the book doesn't sound like anything Kim Porter would ever say in life. But you sat there and told all of us that this is a big conspiracy, is a big thing to silence you and all this. Silence you? For what?
I've been trying to reach you for weeks, but this line's always busy. I've got your test results here. I don't know how to tell you this, but
you're not pregnant. What? Dr. Phoenix just called and he said there is absolutely no way in the world that you are pregnant. You must have sent the wrong pay. Look at that, Bernice. Your stomach is flat as a board. I got a thin fetus.
Mm-hmm. He said he don't want a cap in court. Yeah, talking about he's ready to testify. He's saying all these different things right before the trial starts. Like it's going to mean something because he has nothing but hearsay and rumors. And that's all this trial is hearsay and rumors. This is a mistrial. The man can't get a fair trial because they made it so. With media, propaganda, they have come after this man for no apparent reason. They've done a misjustice to the system, and it's a time for all of it to be, it's all got to come down. This Me Too woman blaming, the prosecution sat there and begged the judge. This is like, he's bullying my witness. That's your witness is on the stand lying, trying to get him. This man is fighting for his life. This lawyer is doing his job. He's being hostile to the witness. He's being hostile because what she's saying is hostile. She's lying to the courtroom under oath. An impeachment should be called. I mean, we got to start calling this thing down the line. I'm tired of this judge talking about I want to be fair to everybody. No, we don't want fair. We want facts. We want the law. All right? That's what we want. I don't want this, well, how can I make this even for him and make it even for you? No, this ain't what that's about. Ain't no even for me and even for you. Okay? There is none of that. We want the facts. If it's a mistrial, call this thing a mistrial and let's go. But you can't do it because you know all of the anguish is going to come down on your head. They all going to be looking at you when this trial is done going, what the hell was you thinking? Why did you do that? We don't understand what you was thinking. That's what you're afraid of. So don't give me the baloney. I know what you're doing. Everybody. Everybody's a suspect at this point. You know how many people are out here doing what they do? You know how many people are out here completely screwed in the head? You know how many people out here who have no idea of what in the world is going on? Can you still hear me with the audio? Is it true, I'll be sure, about what happened to you? It's from your own side, from your own doing. Isn't it true, I'll be sure, you've had some mental issues, some medical issues that's been going on for years? You've been battling a medical condition. That had nothing to do with Sean Diddy Combs. Shakur Stewart died, and Diddy was responsible for that too, right? He was responsible for Tupac. He was responsible for Biggie. He was responsible. How much is Sean Diddy Combs gonna be the guy? Like the NBA referee. Exactly. It's all about what you want to believe. That's where we're stuck. Nobody in the world, if it was all based off the internet and hearsay and you didn't have a trial, the whole world would be seeing this case so different. So different. But you know what they're seeing now? They're seeing this dysfunction. They're seeing people they can't trust. They're seeing all these different people that it makes no sense for them to contact somebody. And thanks for the super chat, appreciate it. They're seeing all of this stuff that's going on right now as pure nonsense. All of it. Now, for the first time in years, you have seen a drop. You have seen a percentage of people who just do not cater. They do not waver. They don't have any type of wherewithal whatsoever. They don't have any reach. And as soon as everything is over, it just drops. It makes no sense. They got all the news people out here, right? They wanted to change the narrative. Now the narrative is that Diddy's lawyer was a bully and this woman was holding her own, battling this misogynistic lawyer. No, it was this B is lying on the stand saying the most craziest things in the world, and we're supposed to omit the fact that this nutcase came in here and started telling us lie after lie after lie. And we see it. First, she didn't talk to her family members at all for years. Now there's minimal contact. You talked to Cassie after she got her settlement for her money. And then you claim that, oh, we didn't talk about the case or anything. We just had a conversation. Like, yeah, right. Who's going to believe that? You never came after any money. Then all of a sudden, you're suing Diddy for $10 million. Then you settle for $200,000. Talking about for some bonus vacation days that they forgot to pay you on. From $10 million that you was asking for to the $200,000 you got. Yes, you should be grateful. I'm sick of it, man. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of it. I really am. Because the lies are just too great. You know how somebody just keep telling lies and the lies are just too great for it to be true. It's like, oh, this is the perfect lie. Your story aligns up perfectly with the one the government crafted for her. So they made sure you follow the script to line your story up appropriately with hers. And put a nice little bow on it. Can the government at least be a little bit creative and tell them not to use the same exact words? Everybody don't speak the same language. So when you hear everybody say the same word, it seems a little, rehearsed. And it don't come off as authentic. Now it comes off as you're trying to deceive the audience. You're trying to deceive the crowd. So the next step is, why do we even listen to you? Why would we trust you? You have given us nothing to believe in. Because there are a lot of people that want to be looked at and viewed as bipartisan. Now, if you want to be a bipartisan person, I understand it. It's cool. Go ahead and do your thing. But let's look into the perspective of the mirror effect. See, the mirror effect is pretty simple. You got 48 other retired lawyers that have been covering this case in different languages around the country. There's a lawyer that's from Italy who's breaking down this case in Italian. And he was doing such a great job, I listened to him through a translator. And he was pointing out different elements none of these people were talking about on our American news, and they're here. And it lets you know that the people that they hire to talk on the news, even lawyers, they're different type of lawyers. They're more entertainment. They got plastic surgery on their face. Their hair is slicked back. They got on mascara. They got on contact lenses. They're celebrity lawyers. And they have no time for the nonsense. They have no time or concern or care about any of this. No, they don't care. It's not in their system. This is not something that is a concern to them. What bothers them every day, that gets on their nerves, is when a case is going on that has nothing to do with them, and they can't find a way to get some publicity off of it for themselves. That sucks. But see, the Italian guy, who doesn't have a dog in the fight whatsoever, and he's reporting the news back to his people in Italy and Milan, he's reporting the news as a lawyer. And he brought up some very good some points. He said, at what point is this hearsay? And what point is it evidence? The judge needs to draw a line to say, okay, we are having a lot of gray area here. And there's too much gray area of all this information that's landing in the gray area where it could easily be removed as hearsay. And he says the defense is doing a great job with the motions to have these things dismissed from this trial, because a lot of this is a mistrial, really, because of the witnesses they decided to put on the stand. And it hurts your case because you had some credible witnesses, is what he said. He was speaking in Italian, but the English translation is saying that they were doing well with some of the witnesses they had that had a lot of, but it got distracted or forgotten and lost in translation because you put up these people who they believe are not really credible witnesses, and they're selling, basically they're distracting with, theatrics, and it's not having the desired effect that they want in the courtroom. It's not having that desired effect in the courtroom, and the people can see it. Like, the people can spot a fake a mile away, and they can tell if something's off or something sounds rehearsed. If I'm sitting here in my car, in my house, and I could tell that, hey, that sounds like some choreographer BS. I'm not the only one that can see it. I'm not the only one that can see this is BS. I'm not the only one to know that they're trying to make a mockery of your courtroom. And this judge is not even taking control. He's too passive aggressive. And that's part of the problem also. Can't have all this passive aggressiveness when you have basically a courtroom to do. You got to go and stick with the law. But people don't want to do that nowadays. They want to act like the law doesn't exist, and the only way to survive is their way. No other way. A lot of people are generic. They're formulaic. Everything that they say they believed in and that they fought for, they thought was righteous, it's an illusion. And now that you see that it's an illusion, now it's like, okay, now you know this is a game, this is an illusion. What do you plan on doing about it? Because at the end of the day, they don't want to hear excuses. People want results. And if you don't come in with any type of results, they don't have time for you. But see, us, they know we are like suckers, like breadcrumbs. If it's a conspiracy, they line up for it. And that's how these clickbait title guys get you. Because they know you love your sucking fiend for a goddamn thumbnail and damn, what's his name? Deception. That's what they want. Anything with deception and rumors and this person here is doing that. What are we gonna do? It's controversy. Breaking news. You won't believe this. Guess what Diddy just did today? Click. Diddy took a dump. It was a big dump. All the other inmates could smell it in the other cells. That boy was eating corn. More to come. It's like, come on, man, stop. Y'all doing way too much. Y'all doing too much. And all these dudes hating on me like I ain't the one on trial. Diddy's the one on trial. I'm giving the information. But I was listening to that lawyer, that Italian guy, and he was breaking it down. And he was saying what was right. He don't have a dog in the fight. See, and it was unbiased. And that's what you want. Now, 7 other people that were surrounding them kept coming up with different solutions and ideas for them to try out, to move around and say, hey, this is what I think we need to be doing right now, the direction we need to be going in, because it's a lot of it not making any sense. And a lot of people are not understanding why this process keeps going in this direction. And it's not helping whatsoever. Now, you've had numerous people come along and tell you different scenarios and situations and say, hey, this is what I feel that we need to really go towards and move towards in the future. And the reason why is because of X, Y, and Z. Everybody has done it. Like, everybody has been very clear when it comes to the moderation of what we're supposed to do when it comes to being righteous. And so it's not like a moral thing. Nobody asking you to morally follow Diddy. If what Diddy doesn't doing is whatever doesn't align with what it is that you're doing as a human being, that's fine. None of that is on trial. Assault is not on trial. Domestic violence is not on trial. And when you keep throwing domestic to try to allude to something, because that's what you're doing. Y'all keep thinking Diddy has to prove something. Diddy doesn't have to prove anything. The government has to prove. It's their job to convince and prove Sean Diddy Combs coerced someone. So they keep giving this false narrative that Diddy has to prove because they got him, so Diddy's going to have to come up with something. Diddy ain't got to come up with nothing. They have to come up. They the ones have to find the evidence. They have to prove. Yeah, I'm driving now, so I can't get you the information, but I'll get it for you. But this is what we're talking about. You know, other people who are covering this trial, there's been some good people out there that's right outside the courtroom, and they giving it to you raw. But you got these other clowns who are out here trying to portray as if Diddy's guilty based off no evidence. I mean, no evidence. Man, look at what he did to Cassie, man. That thing is egregious. I'd stand up for all women. I'm like, man, get the hell up out of here. This is about a case, a trial. And when people are not matching everything and they keep telling you, I don't know what I'm talking about, but everything I've said has popped up in the trial. Evidence has popped up in the trial. Everything I'm saying keeps popping up in the damn trial. Make that make sense. When I was talking about impeachment, the next day impeachment was mentioned. When I said mistrial, they called for a mistrial the very next day. When I gave y'all the grounds for what the mistrial should be, they said the same things in court. The very next court date. Oh, Brian Hill's gonna get hired for a lot of jobs now after this. Believe me. His stock rose to the ceiling because that's what you want. Somebody who knows how to come in and litigate. about it. What has Al B. Sure done? What is Al night and day? That's it. Other than that, he's done nothing. Everything he's been allowed and all these opportunities he's got, did he help? Put some bread in your pocket, made you feel like a man again. People were interviewing you. Do you know those people weren't thinking about you? You was a one-hit wonder on VH1, one-hit wonders. That's where you were. Nobody was thinking about you. Nobody was interested in you. So this is what I be talking about, people. This is the narratives. This is what I keep calling the insane. Because they have no identity. I'll be sure was doing nothing. He spent all those years kicking it, getting up with women. He wasn't thinking about his son Quincy. And Diddy never let him do that. Never let him down his daddy and all that stuff. Like, nah, don't do that. He's still your father. You know, and let his dad come there and be there and still hold face and say, let you front like you did something. You was at the film premiere like you did something. Did he let you have that? You didn't produce nothing. You ain't put on no money. You didn't miss every birthday. You didn't even know his birthday. You just was a bad absentee father. Diddy stepped up to the plate and did your job for you. And you mad because he taking up for Diddy. And like he said, my mom would not be happy with what you doing, bruh. My mom would be upset, real pissed off, if she saw you doing this. She would not be happy about it. I understood where he was coming from. Other people may not, but I understood where he was coming from. So, there's just so much y'all don't know. I think 50 kind of pulled back on the documentary, because once the lawsuit and Diddy's throwing out the lawsuits, Netflix kind of chilled and pumped the brakes on the Diddy thing. They should wait till after the trial, you know, see what happens, because why the hell are you gonna make a documentary anyway before the trial happens? Because now it looks like a mistrial like hell. And all these Diddy documentaries ain't nothing but lies. All these chicks is for money. That's it. Dawn Richards, a girl that nobody wanted. No record labels was checking for you, nothing. You were over the hill when Diddy gave you another shot and said, okay, I'm going to put you in another band I got called Diddy Dirty Money. He kept giving you opportunities and putting money in your pocket. Oh, that's the courtyard with Maisha. Oh, man, Maisha, man. She was a beautiful girl. She got messed up. She got, on New Year's Eve, she ended up hitting a drunk guy. She wasn't found liable, but it messed her up. girl I used to talk to. She used to work at that. She used to work at Courtyard. She was driving home after work, and she hit a drunk guy on New Year's. Like it was like after New Year's or whatever. So it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. She just going home, and he was drunk. He stumbled out on the road, got hit, and he died. And it messed her up. That killed our relationship. So she couldn't recover from that. I spent half of the relationship trying to get her back into society. You know, that's just it's too much work. No. When you have situations that don't align, it don't align with any of the things that you are accustomed with. Like, I'm serious. None of the things are matching up. When you start seeing none of the things are matching up, none of the things people are saying are adding up, you start to add it up to yourself in your own mind and saying, okay, this is some BS. You know they got that saying, some people just know. You know. I'll Be Sure had his record deal, right? Because I'll tell you now, because it's all fake anyway. In this fake documentary book, right, that came out, in his fake documentary book, that's supposed to be the secret book of Kim Porter, right? This book has an insert that she came home and found Diddy and I'll Be Sure sleeping with each other. So are you sure you want to promote this book, I'll Be Sure? That these diaries, she was working on a diary, and you think this is it? Do you think this is the book that she was working on? The one that says you and Diddy was making out? She came in and caught you and Diddy making out? You want to support that? I don't think you do. And you know the reason why I don't think you want to? Because you know both of them is a lie. And it can't be two of y'all lying. It's got to be one of y'all lying. The lies got to get together to make one big cohesive lie. But you can't have two lies going in two different directions. Got to make it all fit. I swear to God, man, at the end of the day, the notion that these people keep running this game, this script, it is so goddamn annoying. I swear it's just irritating. I swear to you, the script reading and all this BS, man, is tiresome. You get really tired. You ever get tired of hearing something? It's like somebody keep playing the same song and put the record on and go, all right, hit it. It drives you crazy because you get sick of it. It's like, man, I'm tired of hearing this, B. I don't want to hear it anymore. A lot of people are proactively doing things that they want to do, meaning that there's nobody else in between that's making stuff happen but them. They're proactively doing what they want to do, but acting like, oh, they've been forced. Okay, if you was forced, that's your word versus Diddy's. Where is your proof that you was forced to do anything? If you're in a relationship, it is very hard for a jury, for a prosecution to push for coercion. When did I coerce you into going out to having drinks tonight? Did I coerce you to go to the dinner, to the baseball game, to the football game? Did I coerce you to do these things just because I talked to you and you said no at first, then you turned around and ended up going? Did I coerce you to do it? Did I take away your free will? That's going to be hard to prove when a lot of the times she was engaging it without being asked to do it. She volunteered it. And she's trying to have it both ways. It doesn't work that way. You can't say I did it to make him happy and I did it because I was afraid because he can be violent. It don't work that way. Because if that was the case, common sense will come in and say, well, if you're afraid of somebody, I've seen women who were afraid in relationships. I mean, definitely afraid. What they don't do is gamble with their own safety. They are not finna take no chance if they know their man is violent. They ain't not gonna take that risk, that chance, nothing. No, they don't. They don't start to go down that train, because if you start to go down that track, everybody know where it's gonna end up. That train gonna crash. Then where you gonna be? So it's about time people start recognizing and realizing what's really going on out here in these streets. Right, if they want to debate the trial, you tell Teaser Tales, come on. She can come on over here. I'll go up on her platform. Let's debate what we got right now with the evidence. Let's debate it. Let's have a real discussion to see y'all face the truth. See y'all face the real answers that's out here. You see, because that's what we doing. By us pointing it out and putting a flashlight on these people that ain't been keeping it real, now they scared. Because now they noticing, like, damn, everybody notices we've been faking the funk. Yeah, y'all ain't keeping it a buck. And the people see it. You can't fool the people. They know the real when they see it. They know the fake when they see it. You're going to have to be authentic. That lies on you. But when you haven't made it off of doing that, you made it off BS, Now you stuck. So that's why people be like, I don't even want to hear it. Man, they all think the same, man. You just gotta keep finding a way to keep it moving. Well, the world is a different place, and we're going to see tomorrow what it really reads. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Welcome to HDII TV, 78 Sports TV, and Blood Boxing. Everybody keeping it real, man. And don't forget to go to my Patreon, Carcino for Life. We got even more to hit y'all with. And we out.